Welcome back to Korea Build Series. This is episode number 101, and so we're back here with the Antonov 2. And so let's go ahead and look at the map, and we'll see where our mission's at. All right, so we have a mission here down to the southwest of the arid biome. A black and white helicopter is experiencing mechanical failure. It's going to be worth $5,000, and we have 60 minutes to do it. So we'll search this area, and we should be able to get this done within the 60-minute time frame. Let's get the Antonov 2 started up. Battery 1 and 2, fuel valve 1 and 2, engine starters coming on, beacons coming on. Clearance, Antonov 2, we have information. Echo, we're looking to pick up a clearance. VFR to the southwest, we have information, Fox. Antonov 2, you're cleared. VFR southwest, squawk 0123. Climb, maintain runway heading up to 2,000 feet. At 2,000, you can turn direct to the southwest. Contact ground 21.9. Ground over 21.9. Copy. Antonov 2, we're ready to taxi. We have Fox. Antonov 2, you're clear to taxi to runway 25. Clear and hold short. Clear to taxi 25 and hold short. Antonov 2. Antonov 2, you can go ahead and contact tower on 20.7. 20.78, not 2, thanks. Antonov 2, we're ready at runway 25. Antonov 2, you're clear for takeoff. Runway 25. Runway heading up to 2,000 feet. 2,000 feet, you can resume on nav. Runway heading 2,000 feet and resume on nav. Antonov 2, clear for takeoff. Airspeed's alive. V1, rotate. Positive rate. Flaps are up. Landing lights coming off. Prop is set. After takeoff checklist. We'll do runway heading here for a little bit. Prop is set. Flaps are up. Lights are set. After lane checklist complete. And Antonov 2, you can maintain VFR squawk 1200 and resume on nav. Squawk 1200, maintain VFR and resume on nav, Antonov 2. Eventually I'll remember how to say all this stuff. Alright, so go ahead and time-lapse you guys out as we get there. Ender Tower. This is Antonov 2. We're looking to fly over the field. We have a rescue just to the southwest of you guys. Antonov 2, that is approved. Say altitude and squawk 0123. 0123, and we're at 2009 level. Radar contact. You're cleared across at 3,000 feet. And just let us know when you are about 1 mile south. All right, cleared across, and we will let you know at 3,000 Antonov 2. All right, so let's look at the search area. Search area, so we're coming up here on Ender, which I need to get rid of the ability to see my map vehicle. All right, and so we're going to start looking already. And up to, we're looking to descend down to about 1,005 for the search. You're crossing the field now. You can go ahead and descend at your own discretion. Just let us know if you are going to enter into the airspace. We'll descend at our discretion, and we'll let you know if we need to head back in your airspace. Ender, thanks. Antonov 2 up. And Antonov 2, you can go ahead and squawk 1,200. Squawk 1,200, Antonov 2. Alright, so there is a helicopter there. So 1,200 is the VFR squawk code. So everybody who's on a VFR who's not talking to ATC will squawk 1,200. And then they'll give you a squawk code. They want you to squawk something. So we're looking for this helicopter. I might have just seen it right there. And up to, we have that helicopter in sight. We're going to be landing on the road just to the southwest of the field. And up to, that is approved. Just let me know when you take off again. We'll do and up to, thanks. Alright, prop coming in. And I'll wait to put my flaps in for the turnaround. The prop is coming in full forward. Landing lights are on. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to land on the road. And we'll make the rescue from there. Alright, there's those buffalo. Look like buffalo to me. Alright, flap is coming in here in a second. Here comes flap. I lost sight of the helicopter there. Okay. So let's start getting down. Flaps all the way in. And we're going to land on the road here. Need to start putting in a bunch of trim. And I took the Ant-2 because the Ant-2 is a very slow, has great slow speed handling, so we should be able to land off field pretty reliably. As you can see, we can get down to about 40 knots just as the real one can. Alright, touchdown. So when you have a tail dragger, you notice I can't see past the nose. So what you do is you do the zigzag driving. Alright, brakes coming on. Parking brake is on. Fuel valve is off. These can go off, and one battery will stay on. Leave all the rest of our lights on. We have to put a fire out. So let's see what I have in here for equipment. Let's throw this on the ground for now. Grab the Fire X. We'll put that away when we get there. I much prefer using planes than helicopters for this. I just think it's more fun. Like, I have to come in and approach, and I have to land, and I have to kind of take my time, and it's a little bit more skill than just coming in with a helicopter and landing anywhere, I find. Helicopters are easy mode. Alright, fire's out. How many am I rescuing? 1. Okay. Hello. Alright, let's go. See, this is another reason why we don't want to use a helicopter. They keep crashing on us. Alright, so let's go ahead and take off. Hopefully my slats don't keep causing me problems. I need to finish fixing the slats. The slats are having all sorts of problems. You sit in a seat. There you go, guy. Alright, and or lady or whatever you are. Alright, let's grab that. Let's go ahead and close the rear door. And so they need to go to a hospital. They didn't look that infirmed, so we'll go ahead and we'll head up to St. Alex. Was this is this St. Alexander up here? St. Alexander. Enter traffic. or Ender Tower. This is Ant 2. We're going to be taking off the road, and we're going to be heading up to the north to St. Alexander Hospital. Ant 2, that's approved. Just let me know if you need to enter my airspace. Squawk 1200. 1200, and we'll let you know if we need to enter the airspace. Ant 2, thanks. Airspeed alive. V1, rotate. Flaps are retracting. And I'm going to stay out of his airspace. And enough to, we're turning to the north, and we shouldn't be in your airspace. I copy that. Radar contact. Yeah, not too. Thanks. Alright, so we're heading up here to St. Alexander. And it's a quick flight. So I'm going to bring the prop back. Flaps are set. Lights are set. Prop is set. Climb checklist is complete. Cruise checklist is complete. We're VFR, so we have to stay out of the clouds. You're not allowed to go through the clouds on a VFR flight plan. So we likely would not have filed a flight plan, but actually clearance would have done it when we called clearance. Alright, so we're coming up here. This is it right there. We can see it again. The distances are so short in game. Right there. And we're going to land St. Alexander. I think the wind's pretty calm. And we'll get the person some heals. That's another free workbench right there. One thing I was thinking of doing is I see a lot of new players joining the game, which is great. And so one thing I was thinking of doing is doing a new player series. And kind of going through the very first things, trying to make a really super duper simple boat, try to make a simple car, and just go through some of the real basics of what you would do in game. And so if people think that would be something interesting and helpful, I think that would be something good to do. I'm seeing a ton of influx of new players, which is awesome, but they're just struggling with some of the early stuff of the game. You know, and a lot of people are like, oh, the devs should come out and tell you some of these things. I'm kind of I would actually rather the devs kind of just work on making the game and let those of us in the community who want to do this do it, because I think we can do a better job at researching the game, coming up with solutions for the engineering problems, and making interesting videos than the devs can. I'd rather them just go out and actually work in the game. What's this boat there? Little boat traveling there. It's nice to have all the AI traffic. It seems a little bit more alive. All right, here we come in St. Alexander, watching my airspeed. Yeah, I'll try to put on the road just to the north of the hospital itself here. Trim, trim. Okay. And we're coming a little bit fast here. I have to worry about my wingspan here as I touch down. There we go. Let's go ahead and do a... That's the nice thing with a tail dragger too, is we can turn very tightly with a tail dragger. But it's nice to have some, off-fields, kind of like bush planes. They're not really... Bush plane would be a way to describe them, but they're, they can land on soft fields. So. All right, let's go ahead and we'll set the parking brake. Fuel valves coming off. Fuels, and we'll kill... we'll just do one battery, and we'll leave the rest on for now. We can go ahead and shut the landing light off. Taxi strobe, we'll leave the beacon on. And we'll go ahead and we'll get this person out. Yeah, I think we'll take a little picky. Peeky. Alright, so let's go ahead and stick you there. Alright, so let's go ahead and we will get this person to follow us. I don't really care about, the tiny bit of money that we're going to save by healing them all the way up there at the hospital here and now anyway, so might lose like $300 or something. All right, nice. So, all right, so we've got a very interesting mission here, and I say it's very interesting because it's going to be hairy getting in and out of there. So we have a blue pickup truck radioed for help. It is $7,000, 60 minutes to get there, rescue 2 casualties. They're up by the quarry here. And so I have a couple options. One, I don't think it's going to be practical for me to land the plane going uphill like this. This is a big hill here. I don't think it's practical for me to land the plane there. So what I think we'll do is we'll go into Dreimor and we'll switch over to a land vehicle. We're going to have to pick these people up, repair the vehicle anyway. Let's see what it says. Radio for help. I don't know if we have to pick it up, but we could take the tow truck and then we can drive them off here. And I think that'll be good for the episode. So let's go ahead and do that. That'll give us a little bit of varied play. We can get in a land vehicle and we can get in an airplane in the same video. So that's nice to do. I like to break it up a little bit like that. So let's go ahead and we'll do batteries on, fuel valve on, engine or tank valves are on. Nav and strobes, landing lights are on, parking brakes released. Flaps, let's check our flaps. We'll go to about quarter flap there for takeoff. Airspeed's alive. B1, rotate. And the flaps coming up. Landing lights coming off. Props coming set. And I will see you guys when we get there. At Dreimor traffic, this is Ant2. We're inbound runway 2. About quarter mile, half mile up. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll get ready for landing. Prop is coming in. Lights are set. Flaps are coming in. I need to bring the power back with the flaps. Shouldn't be overspeeding the flaps. Alright, so the runway is right there. Nice, nice, comfortable VFR flight inbound. The map is very small in game, and it's also pretty easy to navigate if we can do it visually here. You know, it's most of the stuff can easily be seen pretty quickly from, like, for example, the volcanic islands there. I spotted the Isle of Donk here pretty quick, and found Dreimor right after that. So pretty easy to navigate VFR if the weather is nice. At Dreimor traffic, Ant 2 is final. Runway 2. Dreimor. Might be, yeah. I don't know. Might be runway 3, I'm not sure. I had them all written down before I have to check them. Alright, we're slowing down to our approach speed. This one again has a very, very slow approach speed. You know, normally, like 70 is a pretty slow approach speed, 90 is a pretty good approach speed, down to, whoa, that is the slats that I continually have to pull my hair out to fix. So I have to fix the slats again. Alright, here we go. Ant 2 short final, runway 3, or 4 actually, runway 4, Dreimor. Alright, so here we go. We're going to let it roll for a little bit here, leave a little power in. Instead of slamming on the brakes, we'll let us roll a little bit. Here we go, coming on in. Alright, parking brake is set, fuel valve is off, tank valves are off, batteries are off. Right. And lights are all off. Let me just check my screens here really quick. Do it from the seat, I think. Why are those still on? Okay, let's go ahead and head on out. And we'll go recall the plane here. We'll grab a land vehicle. Might not be able to grab it from there. That's fine. We can leave the plane out as well. So I don't know if we're going to have to tow this. Let's take the tow truck anyway. We don't need to go super fast anyway. Let's go ahead and take the tow truck. And we'll go ahead and we'll head out there. Alright, here we go here. So put the hazards on there. And let's see what this mission's all about here. Need to change it from spots to indicators, I think. Rescue 2 casualties. Alright. So no repairs or anything, just casualties. So we might take the truck just for the funsies of it. To use the tow truck. Why this is rolling, I have no clue. Let's check the wheels, see what's wrong with this. Brake false, huh? Parking brake, release. Okay, oh yeah, this one still needs to be fixed, so. That one still needs some things to be done to it, so. Kind of happy that this didn't roll away too much. Alright, let's grab both peeps. Stick them in there. And I think we'll grab this truck just for fun. All right, so I just put the trim on and the brake axis. And that should do right about there. Let's get it lined up a little bit better here. This is things are getting slippery here, so I think what I'm gonna do is jump out and we'll turn on the magulls and I'll hit it so I can align it better. All right, let's go ahead and we'll raise it up. What does this friggin' thing weigh? This thing's, I bet, you know what? This is probably static. All right, let's ignore it. I bet it's static. Okay. It's probably a static vehicle mission, so they probably put static when they built the mission. That should be lifting off the ground. All right, and I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright, so here we are arriving at the hospital. So go ahead and grab some fuel here while we're here. We might as well. The fuel's not that expensive, and we're down a ferry now because of the new save file. So this tow truck could use some work. Needs some tuning. I haven't touched it in a little while. Like the steering's not as responsive. You see I'm going to hit the right there because my steering's just not as fast as I would like. So I have to kind of wait. So a little bit of tweakage on here. I don't have parking brakes on this, so I need to fix some stuff. Oh, whoa, whoa, come on, dude. Yeah, you see, it's like, it's not driving all that well. I need to just tune it, and I never really finished this, so I should finish it. Let's go ahead and set the parking brake. That's not going to work. We need to set the trim because I've got the parking brakes not connected. And we'll go ahead and we'll take these people out. So that was a fun couple missions. I'm really enjoying using the airplanes more for some of these rescues. I really don't want to get into helicopters too much. I have a helicopter I've been working on. We can use it for some, but it's like, that's what, you know, it seems like everybody uses, and it's just like, I don't want every mission to be helicopter. I'd rather do something else. So this was a good set of missions. I enjoyed this, going and doing the helicopter rescue and going and doing this rescue for the truck there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next one.